Alina Carter, 27, was backpacking across Europe after quitting her exhausting advertising job in New York. Barcelona was her last stop, a peaceful week before flying home. She found a cozy room on a homestay site. The listing was perfect. Quiet. Neighborhood, private room, and a friendly host named Luis Romero, mid-40s, widowed architect. When she arrived, Luis greeted her warmly. "You'll be in room 3A. Please don't go into room 3B. It's under renovation." Strange, but she didn't question it. The house was beautiful. Old, full of Spanish charm, little too quiet. 3 nights passed. Lena explored the city, ate tapas, and snapped photos for Instagram. But something bothered her. The door to room 3B always remained locked. Sometimes late at night she'd hear soft noises coming from inside, a scraping sound, or a muffled thud. One morning she asked, "Luis, was someone in that room last night?" He gave her a stiff smile. "No, just the wind." But the next evening, the noises returned, and she was sure she heard a woman crying. Asterisk, asterisk, on the 5th night. Luis left for a supposed overnight client trip. Alina couldn't resist. She took a bobby pin and picked the lock to room 3B. The door creaked. Open dust floated in the air. A woman's scarf lay on the bed. Clothes still hung in the closet. Makeup on the dresser. But the room hadn't been touched in months. Then she found the diary. It belonged to Isabel Romero, Luce's wife. But the last entry was chilling. "If anything happens to me, it was Luis. He's not who he says he is. My real name is not. Isabel, I'm being watched. Please, if someone finds this, tell the police in Madrid." Alina froze. The woman hadn't died in a car accident, as Luis had told her. She'd vanished. Asterisk, asterisk, Alina took photos of the diary pages and texted them to her. "Best friend back home with the location?" Just in case, she wanted to leave, but as she turned, front door slammed shut. Luis was back. "Early? Why were you in that room?" he asked, voice icy. Alina tried to smile. "I was just looking for an outlet." But he didn't buy it. He took a step forward. "That room is private." She ran. Asterisk, asterisk. She locked herself in the bathroom and called the police. But Luis had already cut the Wi-Fi. Her phone had no signal. Suddenly she heard his voice outside the door. Her name was Eva, not Isabel. She was part of a protection program. She thought she could hide with me, but secrets catch up. Then he said something that made her blood run cold. "I didn't kill her, but I watched her die." She found a vent in the bathroom that led to the laundry room. She squeezed through, tore her jeans, scraped her knees, but made it out. She ran to a neighbor's house and banged until they let her in. Asterisk, asterisk. The Spanish police raided the home. Luis was going to butt the diary, and other evidence led them to a trail. 2 weeks later, Luis was arrested trying to cross into France. Interpol confirmed he had 2 identities and was under investigation for multiple disappearances across Europe. Alina testified in court. But the biggest shock came after, one of the detectives told her. The woman in that room, Eva Shea, was investigating him. She wasn't a victim. She was a journalist. She got too close. Her diary wasn't just a cry for help. It was a final article, a trap of her own. That worked only when Alina triggered it. Asterisk, asterisk, she thought she was just renting a room. But the house was a story. The walls held whispers. And one woman's silence became another's voice. Sometimes we don't choose. The story chooses us.